And we are clear to land. So do you have the runway in sight?
Yes.
Landing this way.
Yes.
When we get opposite the numbers, we're going to level off at 1700 first. So you're going to pitch up. Remember, the lake is the horizon now.
Yes.
1700 RPM or so here. You want to be about 85 knots, or I'm sorry, about 2000 RPM. Good. Rich in the mixture. Good. Try to hold about 1650 or 1700 feet altitude, about 85 knots. The pitch is going to be your altitude. Power is going to be your airspeed right now. When you get opposite those numbers right about now, I'm going to have you bring the power to 1500 RPM. Bring the power back right about now. Now hold the pitch attitude until the airplane gets to about 70 knots. You can add a notch of flaps here.
Right now?
Yep. There's
Right.
70. Now to hold 70 on the pitch. And look at the runway. Does it look like it's starting to move back and up in the window?
Yes.
That's an indication you should start your turn. So we're going to turn our base leg, we call this. This could be a little steeper, about 20 or 30 degrees of bank. Hold 70 knots on the pitch. Bring the power up about 1500 RPM.
2-1.
And we're going to square off, so we're going to just fly 90 degrees here. And we're going to do one more flap. About 70 knots, so pitch down to hold 70. Then when you feel like we're intercepting the final approach course, you can roll final. Hold 70. There. Turn final. The ball in the middle. A steeper bank. The wind is pushing us right now towards that runway, right? So we actually need to steepen our bank to stay on the center line. Now the wind is going to be out of here, so you're going to clearly see now that whole tracking concept we kind of talked about up there, right?
Yes.
You actually need to point this way. So bring the power back now. Let's do one more notch of flap.
Tower flat is 196 up until we need for 25 left.
Hold 70 knots, you're going to have to push down. The flaps add a drag, so we actually have to push down to hold 70, which helps us get down, right?
Yes.
Clear line 6 up until.
And when we get down there towards the end of the runway, or towards the approach end here, we're going to add some left rudder to straighten the nose, and we're going to add a little right wing to kind of keep us from drifting. There we go, like that. Power to idle now, and look at the end of the runway and hold it off. Just try not to let it touch. Try not to let it touch. Try not to let it touch. Good. And then now we're back to taxi. Straight, try to taxi right down the middle of the runway. You can reach up and grab those brakes and slow it down nice and gentle. And we'll try to make this right turn off here. You have the controls.
Cessna 9 Alpha Papa, turn right on Echo and ground point.
Right turn here, ground point 8, 9 Alpha Papa.